Welcome back to Limbus Company, Daily Mirror Dungeon. Now we've done the obvious runs for the event, so now we're going to move on to doing the less obvious things that we can actually use the new units for. This time, we're doing a pirate run. We're going to use some things that potentially synergize well with Pirate Gregor, notably you, because you're like bleed poise stuff. I want to see how Red Plum Blossom works with it, because it increases the damage of critical hits and increases the chance of being crit, alongside counting as bleed. So I don't know for sure, but does this passive work against unique bleed, or is it only normal bleed? I don't know for sure. It only specifies normal bleed. It doesn't say bleed or normal bleed, so it's hard to say for sure, but I'm kind of curious. I do think the Red Plum Blossom and Pirate synergy does seem good, though, and we're also going to be running, because running just 2 units is a little bit of a risky move a lot of the times. We're also going to try running, these two, you for more bleed, you for more poise, simple enough. And we'll see how it goes. I like the idea. And we'll see how well it works out. We're also gonna try and see how much we can maximize increasing. Okay. We're having some bad first turn luck it seems. Okay. Yeah, really. Oh god. We're gonna see how much we can just maximize getting more skill 3s for Gregor, I think. Sounds pretty good. Alright. Get some heads, Gregor. There we go. Gonna start getting some sanity now. That's good. We're not being owned by them anymore now that we've built up a little tiny bit of sanity. And here we go, we can try this foregone conclusion in this guy. See how that goes. Does resist Pierce, but the first point might be enough to stagger if we're lucky. No. I mean, it still instantly kills that guy. So that's good. And other stuff that would be good. Anything that inflicts bleed to all enemies, aka stuff like Bloody Gossipium would be very nice for us. Just so we can make sure the enemies have bleed. Anything that gets us more bleed count, like stuff like Wound Declared, would be good for us. We're starting out with a Nebulizer and the 4-leaf Clover, so we were starting out with good stuff for the sake of our poise stuff. This is even more good stuff for poise, because it applies to poise people with Gloom, which is 2 people here. And we also get the hilt here, sure thing. You got this. Doesn't, I mean, it does something for us. It slash power up, or bleeding people gain more slash power up. No, I shouldn't say that it's nothing. Well, okay, a lot of this stuff is good here. Yeah, I'll take that. Merso, no. Faust, no. Oh, there's Gregor, okay. I mean, I'll probably sell the hilt for this, right? I think so. It's a good effect, but it doesn't synergize with what we're going for, right? We can get another foregone conclusion now. Which should allow us to get more of those off, and potentially more just really strong skill 3s. That's the hope. Depending on what the final boss ends up being, if it's something that's weak to Pierce, I might do that instead of Kim. I'm at the point, I've gotten everything for the event right now. I no longer can even gain Bloodied Scabbards because I've maxed out on them. Like, I don't need to do... I'm gonna try doing Kim a decent bit of times, just because it's a cool fight to do. But I think for a run like this, we're probably better off trying a Pierce Week fight if we get one. If we get one that isn't Pierce Week, though, I'll just go for Kim anyways. Like, quite a few of them are Pierce Week. We get, like, Fairy Gentleman, or one of the many Bloom and Pierce Weeks. There's more Pierce Weeks than there's other Sin Affinities, I think. Or other physical affinities, I should say. So there's 2 Slash Weeks, and there's 1 Blood Week. Might be forgetting something, but I don't think so. Okay, we can get some of these off. One of these will be really good. The other one will just kind of be there for the sake of it, I think. We of course we took the towel pole there, or what is it called? the lightning rod in the shop simply because it synergizes well with Rhino Gregor making, or no, Rhino Merso, Rhino Gregor, god. That unit does not exist, unfortunately. Yeah, Rhino Merso getting more charge, being able to inflict a bunch of bleed count with his skill 3 or something immediately. It's a nice effect. And we'll finish you off with the foregone conclusion. First point might just kill though. Yeah, probably. Perfect command. You're reading your enemy like an open book. I guess 11 more days until I get the Angel announcer, speaking of open books. We'll take Horseshoe, more poise. It's good. We don't really need it, but it's a very nice effect. And we can go bottom path here, I think, yeah. Looks good. We'll get to that rest stop. We'll probably upgrade Nebulizer. Nothing else here really needs to be upgraded as much. I mean, might do Pendant, might do Horseshoe, just because it's a little more poise, but Nebulizer is the important one. Make it so that we can just get more poise. Relatively easy. We're gonna have to fight Jun here. Hopefully that's fine. The fact that he's just getting some one-sides off is scary. Faust might just die, actually, if we don't do something about that. Okay. Might need to do some of this then. So Faust does not die. Pursuance is the main thing here. Heal her up, give her some protection. Or is protection next turn? Is it only next turn? I think so. Oh well. Anyways, we get the healing. That's the thing we're doing this for. Faust, I assume Faust is resistant slash. I didn't look there. But like, logically, of course she is, right? Surely. And immediate foregone conclusion was not the best move on my part, but oh well. Still good. Okay, Gregor got staggered. That's fine. We need to be more careful with going to fights like Jun. When we have less enemies, when less skills than the opponent, it's a bad spot. Because he's got some strong attacks. Even when he's not going for his scary counter, his normal attack can also be fairly worrying. Yeah, like this turn. You're just gonna almost kill Gregor here, which is unfortunate. Maybe we should add one more person to the team or something. Might be a good idea just so we've got a little more skills. That is a lot of bleed on Gregor, geez. Okay, Gregor, you're on dodge duty now. Still alive by a pretty notable margin, too. Yeah. Just try dodging, Gregor. That's all you can do here. Okay, we lose these. We're really being ratioed by Jun here. Yeah, Faust is dead. And you're gonna get countered. Yep. Not great. Okay, do some dodging. Do some dodging. That's nice, at least. We're kind of trying to use Faust, though, for the sake of the run. So I'd really rather her not die, if I'm being honest here, because she's kind of the whole kind of point is trying to get Red Plum Blossom pirate shenanigans going. This really doesn't look too bad. Okay, get some good damage off, hopefully. This will do not too much, but it's more poise for you. That's the important thing. Fare Thee Well should do decently, hopefully. We need this guy to die, and we don't have very many Slash egos, just in general, because Slash is in a very strange spot right now. So we don't have a lot of attacks that can really, like, gun him down, I feel like. And now he's countering. He's also going full-on for Pirate, which is not good for us at all. You're struggling? Throw that lifetime stew. You're gonna get countered if we do this. But that's alright. Probably better for you to take the counter than Gregor. If I had to guess. We'll try that, okay. Hopefully the counter won't do too badly to Dawn, and hopefully we'll be able to kill a bunch of allies or something this turn. So that next time you use the counter isn't nearly as scary. Yeah, Dawn got staggered there, but only just barely, so she's still, like, alive and stuff. Executed. And unilateral business to build up more stuff. And you didn't get staggered, okay, good. A little bit of bleed, rough, very rough. Okay, we kill this guy. You're paralyzed, so the foregone conclusion isn't looking great. Okay. And you'd be countered if you did such a thing. Okay. We're gonna pull the Pursuance this turn so we can get some healing going. We'll pull out the Fluid Sac here so we can get some of that going. You'll deal with the counter, which will hopefully be better. And you shouldn't have paralysis. You'll probably have paralysis then still. But you might still win the Clash, because it's only a single paralysis. So that's what I'm betting on. Healing protection, that sort of thing from Pursuance is nice. Unfortunately, he can't hit the counter. It would have been really nice if the Pursuance hit the counter, that's for sure, but that's fine. You'll hit the counter, you've got a lot of HP thanks to all the healing shenanigans, so you should be fine. Yeah, it's only 3 coins now. Okay, that's good. We are okay. And you get staggered. There we go. Much better this time around. Sure, we still took a lot of damage, and we're gonna have you two defend, because it is not worth having you guys attack when you've got a lot of bleed. I'd like you to save at least a little bit of HP, especially for Dawn. There we go. And we know now, this is not a run to bother fighting Jun. Good info to have. Very good info to have. And we get the Burning Intellect for that. Was it worth it? I don't know. Anyone who want to add to the team? I mean, who would we add to the team? You? Sure. We'll do that. The important part is probably just having an extra body. Does my remove him for Abnos or something, depending on what the one is, so we can get Faust an additional slot on top of just Gregor? We should probably spend some time letting a little bit of healing go, I think. We'll pop another Pursuance here just to heal up those two a bit more. And it'll do good damage. Yeah. 3 of them staggered, 1 of them defending, only 1 of them is actually attacking this turn. What are you doing on your foregone conclusion? You can just go for that instead. That'll work.
효과적이네요. 이 방식을 기억하는 게 좋겠어요. 적확한 한압이었어.
Okay, I'll just you two. Sounds good to me. Okay, you've got 2 foregone conclusion, you've got another foregone conclusion coming up. Alright, Gregor. We see what you're going for here. We see you really want that gunshot, but you might be able to get it off. We'll see. These guys are fairly tanky, so I wouldn't be surprised if they end up surviving this. I mean, we've got a lot of random attacks here. Dawn skill 3 probably could kill you. Yeah. The Mercers will do some damage. Don't know if we'll get the second coin off of foregone conclusion. First coin might just kill. Yeah.
별것도 아니네.
Sorry, Gregor. I know you really wanted to shoot that guy in the forehead. Obliteration of forehead, if you will, but you cannot. Unlucky. Okay, well. How are we doing? Healing? Eh. Another plus plus. Or few plus plus. Pen nostalgia. Single plus. Alright, looks good. Synergy. Give us an event. Can we do this? Do we really need this? We can't do this. But that's fine, because I'm pretty sure this effect only
지켜내지 못했어.
works if you have 3 Blade Lineage allies, which we don't have. So I'm fine not getting that.
직접 손봐주지.
We'll be alright. I think. Okay, and some of these Inquisitors.
순항이죠. 바람도 딱 좋네.
Your enemies to hit with a little bit of foregone conclusioning. You can just whack this guy. You resist it. Should be good. Damage. You a little bit too. And it'll work. Okay. Looks good. We don't have too much pride in this team, so we can't really get the nebulizer off right now, but that's fine. And you get counter, but it's worth it to get rid of the instincts.
내가 응원하는 게 도움이 되겠네.
Seems good. You're countering this turn. Alright. Unilateral business. This guy, maybe? No. Unilateral business, this guy. You can clash this guy. It definitely will build up. Yeah, should be able to build up some coins, and you'll be at 3 coins, 4 coins-ish. Foregone conclusion this. Oh, what are the chances you get countered? I'm not actually going to risk that. I'm going to do that instead. Okay. And yeah, we'll set you up. Make sure you're the one who clashes, and set you up. Alright.
바람구멍을 내주지.
Looks good. Should be able to get a pretty strong foregone conclusion off here. You get to take the counter so that Gregor doesn't. And unfortunately, it's going in the opposite order I want to because I clashed. Like that. I mean, that was still good, don't get me wrong. But we could have had more coins. Would have been nice. But that's fine.
모두 봤지? 방금 그 방법은 적절한 공격이 아니었어. 실수였을까? 아니면 노력이 부족했을까?
Here, I want to be able to test out if we can actually get doubloons from hitting someone with... No, they have a bleed as well. Oh, well, that just makes him a great target for you. You hit that guy. You can kill that guy. Everyone else is gonna go for you a bunch. And then you can purify this guy. In case he survives. This is a Gregor gaming kind of turn. We're just gonna let Gregor game on that bottom guy. See how this goes. Nice, yeah. That works. We still don't know whether or not unique bleed will count. I mean, this is something you could have tested before. If an enemy has nails but no bleed, do you gain doubloons on hit? Because I don't know. We can get everything except gloom resonance. We'll take it. Or resistance. That is a good choice, I think. Drop there. Okay. Okay, we'll have to fight Jun if we want to get to that shop, though. Oh, we got this, I think. We
직접 손봐주지.
might bring a 6th person just for the sake of survival. Not a bad idea, I don't think.
우리들에게 이깟 파도
Let's see.
별것도 아니잖아요.
Get that nebulizer going. I think we're the only one of this team with a Pride defense skill.
좋아. 계속 집중하자.
Pretty sure like Gregor's is like Gloom Evade, right? I think so. I should check just to make sure. Yeah, your Gloom, your Envy, your Pride, your Gloom. A lot of Gloom. Well, you build up more doubloons this turn, and then next turn you should be pretty much set on doubloons. Like, I don't even remember what the doubloons are actually called. I'm just so used to calling them doubloons at this point. It's a funny name for them. Like, he's a pirate, of course he wants those doubloons. Makes perfect sense.
제대로 꽂혔는데 또 죽어. 찢어진 톱같이 흐느적거리는구만.
우리가 우세를 점하고
And
있어.
now you should be able to
여기서
shoot that
방심하면
guy, and he should die horribly.
지휘팀이라면 완벽하고
That's cool.
빈틈없이 모든 걸 끝마쳐야
생명
하지
활동의
않겠어?
정지를 확인했다.
찢어진 톱같이 흐느적거리는구만.
Oh, okay, I think,
그것도 아니고.
yeah. You could see there, but the guy didn't have any actual bleed potency, I don't think. But he had red cherry blossoms. Or no. Red plum blossoms, that's the one. Red plum blossoms, so that we actually got the balloon. So that's good to know.
아니네.
Being able to inflict bleed that doesn't go away when they, like, do stuff. Good synergy. And the synergy does exist with nails. That is important to keep in mind. So this is not a new thing whatsoever. I just have not tried this out before. Who do we throw on? Throw on you for this fight, and then we'll try to remember to remove you after this fight. I just like one more body for the sake of dealing with Jen.
자, 맞서보죠. 우리들에게 이깟 파도 별것도 아니지.
Yeah, you don't have great sanity, so you're not really having the most fun time. You can just block them if you so desire.
정화.
That's fine. If Hong Lu dies, we're not that miffed. That's kind of his purpose, really.
효과적인
Die for the cause, you
이
know.
방식을 기억하는 게
I mean, what better purpose is there?
아름다운 것.
For the sake of Limbus Company.
방금 공격은 좋았어. 이대로만 계속해보면 좋을 텐데.
적중에 정신 못 차리는 녀석.
Yep, now you're doing that.
처리해 볼까요? 인도적인 조치는
And
필요
you just
없을 거예요.
you go in build up mode. Yeah, build up more doubloons. You should be able to build up a pretty good amount of doubloons here. We're gonna get the Pride Residence going. You're gonna take the counter, which might be fine. And roll if you defend. You can take the counter. We'll leave also chains of others to make sure it goes off.
이상 승객을 정리합니다.
Should be good.
확실하게 갈라지는
자,
감각이었네.
진정하세요.
So the debuffing is gonna be a fairly nice benefit. It doesn't apply the counter, of course, but it applies to his normal skills, which is nice. Yeah, countered a little bit. We killed his allies, so it wasn't the strongest counter. So that's good. And this turn, there's not much you can do. Can we do it? Yes, we can. Okay, excellent.
어떻게 끝이 보이네요. 조금만 더 해보죠.
Okay, because now we can foregone conclusion you, and you should just die from that, if I had to guess. I'd hope.
정화.
This might do some decent damage too, being weak to slash and all. Not too much, though. Not the most insane slash attack, but that's fine. Means that Merso takes the counter, which is good for us. Hong Lu would lose something, but not much, because, you know, pierce resistance. And the foregone conclusion... Oh, this is not foregone conclusion. Well, we make sure we get the balloons then. Get you closer to being staggered. And now here it goes. Yeah, pierce resistance is rude, but that's fine. Dawn finishes the job, at least.
확실하게 갈라지는 감각이었네.
That's good. We'll take Honglu off the team, and hopefully we won't have to fight Jen again. I might if it needs to be, if we need to get to, like, the shop or something, though. Then we head to the shop, and we're gonna roll for Gregor, and I don't know if there's anything else we're particularly looking for. Coin doesn't synergize too well. There we go. Get another foregone conclusion. What else do we want? Grey Code is healing, Anything here synergizes particularly well? We can take Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Yeah, sure. Sounds good. More damage to staggered enemies is a nice benefit. And we can just go bottom path, basically, I think. Rest stop is not worth it because we don't have enough cost to upgrade anything, nor do we have anything we particularly need to upgrade. I don't think.
오케이.
There appears to
작전
be
지원
enemies.
진입 확인했어.
네, 입감 양호합니다.
정화.
The hope will be we get Gregor in one more shot and we just get rid of his skill 1s entirely. Might do like a skill 1 to skill 2 there, though, if we wanted to. Maybe. Not a bad idea. Although just skill 1 to skill 3 is a really funny idea as well, still.
저들이 추풍과 같이 흔들려. 보다
Like, even without a lot of doubloons, Foregone Conclusion will still be doing a lot of damage here. Just spamming it, enemies should have bleed fairly frequently. Against the actual boss, it's going to be really good, because we'll be able to get the red plum blossoms up, which just means enemy will have bleed even if we have to clash against them. And that's the hope. Maybe we should get Faust on skill 3 then, so she can get more red plum blossoms. I don't know. I can see the benefits in that. I also forgot to remove Honglu. I surely will remember in time, though. Surely.
이상 승객을 정리합니다.
지휘팀이라면 완벽하고 빈틈없이
And there we go.
모든 걸
He steps on that
끝마쳐야
guy and he
하는
dies.
거죠?
한 한압이었어.
Good stuff. And you want to review from the team? We'll keep you on the team, though.
꽃을 피워볼까요?
You're nice to have for a little bit more. We'll probably remove you for the actual bosses, though. If I remember.
최선을 다해보지.
Once again, that's kind of what it always comes down to. Will I actually remember to do that? Who can say? Odds aren't the best, though, that's for sure.
그렇지 않은 것. 공격 능력 평가? 양호.
And Faust also has that skill 3 thing where she turns some, like, half of her poise count into potency.
효과적이네요.
It's interesting.
이 방식을 기억하는 게 좋겠어요.
No doubloons there is unfortunate.
보이네.
Fine, though.
아, 이대로
We do this, and I
움직이지
think the
못하게 만들어
Yunlado business goes first, right? Just logically speaking, because it's clashing. Yeah, okay, so you should be able to build up some doubloons here. Oh yeah, because the enemy has nails, which means it should count.
찢어진
No, it doesn't, actually. Did he get heads? I didn't see if he got heads, I was looking at the status effects.
아까처럼만 해.
I don't know, he might have gotten tails then. Because the thing is, in order to get doubloons, you need to land a heads on enemies who have bleed.
하지만 여기서 방심하면 안 돼. 지휘팀이라면
I wasn't paying the most attention, but I might have gotten the 5% tails there. Maybe it does nails just doesn't count. But I think red plum blossom counts, so I don't know. Unless I misinterpreted that.
별것도 아니네.
Or maybe it's... Oh, it's because of red plum blossom's gimmick, isn't it? If you land a crit on an enemy, like, then it just gives you... Then it inflicts bleed on them.
첨언할 이유도 없고.
Okay, I think I'm starting to see what it is. Because you inflict... Whenever you land a crit on an enemy with red plum blossom, they gain bleed. And so it must do that before it checks the enemy if it has bleed to give the doubloon. That's probably what it is. So if we crit one of them, then... Okay, that makes sense. If I am correct about that. Red tassel, reduce slash resistance of enemies, sure thing. For you.
직접 손봐주지.
It's bongy time. He actually is fairly weak to a like a gunshot to the chicken bucket. Fairly well. Pursuance that, and probably fluid attack that. Just mass attack to take care of the minions. Fare thee well, you, though, because, I don't like you.
하나 가져간다.
효과적이네요. 이 방식을 기억하는 게
Stupid hat bongy and its protection giving. It should die to the fluid sack, though, so that's good.
적확한 한압이었어.
I guess we'll just see. Hard to tell.
이 전투는 승리.
Does it really gloom or something? It might. Because, and unfortunately, Pursuance is not hitting the hatted one. Yeah. Oh, it died. That's good.
방금 공격은
Thanks to being
좋았어.
staggered, I think.
이대로만 계속해보면
Otherwise, it
좋을
probably
텐데.
would have lived. And Pursuance, these three... Do probably just stagger those two if I had to guess, which is nice. We can just kind of semi-ignore them, focus on dealing with Chicken Bucket next turn. That sort of deal. They get staggered?
근방의
They did
싸움은
okay.
우수했어.
Couldn't tell. That's good. Okay, we're gonna need to clash that, which is a little bit iffy. Wouldn't want you to summon a raw chicken now, would we? Unfortunately, Gregor cannot clash you at all, which is not nice. We should be able to ignore the kiff, though. And the representation emitter will deal with the bongies.
밀어붙이려면 지금이야.
You clash here, and we double foregone conclusion to just kind of execute this guy. Yeah, it's a little overkill. Yeah, we didn't even get the gunshots off there.
돛대를 부러뜨리는 것만큼 중요한 한 방이었어요.
개체가
Which is
조금
fine.
불리한 환경에 놓이게 된 것 같아.
Because on this turn, we, pass business this, foregone conclusion this, or no, we did it there. Just to make sure it goes in the order we want it to go in, I think. Or something like that. Okay. Looks good. Should be able to get at least, like, a couple doubloons off, right? At least, like, 2, 3-ish, if I had to guess. Yeah, there's one. There's another one. That's a third one, and the third one does count, in case you were curious. The doubloon you get on the actual gunshot does get consumed by the gunshot. So you really just want to aim to have 3 doubloons before that point. So you really want to aim to have 2 doubloons and the enemy to have bleed when you use the skill 3, and then you're set, basically. If you want to maximize efficiency. Double bleed infliction is nice. We'll take it. 2 more bleed damage. Sure thing. Okay, looks good. And that boss is weak to Pearson Gloom, so we'll probably take it instead of Kim. Apologies to all you Kim fans out there. I'm not doing Kim today. I'd really like to get just the big foregone conclusion numbers off.
방금 벌레 말을 듣지 않다는 사람 누구야? 바람구멍을
That's the purpose. That is my purpose, I think. Cool. I was resisted and still did a lot of damage. Yeah, we'll roll for Gregor in the shop and we'll do skill 1 to skill 2 for him. I think that's the play. So we can hope that turn 1 of the actual boss fight, we can have you use a skill 2, we can have you evade if we don't have any other pride stuff. Get that nebulizer going to get the poise going, build up some doubloons hopefully with Gregor, maybe one side with him just so we can get that guaranteed ones if we inflict bleed before that point, which should hopefully happen. Although if I see Faust before I see Gregor in the shop, I might just give her another skill 3. It would be a pretty nice benefit. Do that. This way you at least get one more doubloon before you shoot the guy. Well, you didn't need it because you're max either way. Nice.
공격 능력 평가? 양호.
And finish the job. Yep. Gregor's one of my favorite units in the game. It's just fun to play around his mechanics. Any ID who's got a unique mechanic you just kind of got to play around a little bit is just going to be super fun. It's why stuff like the DH IDs are so much fun, especially Hong Lu. Like, managing that is cool. That's why I'm a big fan of, like, Talisman Sinclair.
최선을 다해보지. 방금 벌레 말은 듣지 않다는 사람 누구야?
God, this looks good. You guys are weak to Pierce, so it's a great target for like a strong foregone conclusion or two. He had tails there. He sure did, and you didn't get the doubloon because of that. Alright. A little rude. Well, you know our business. Hopefully get that going. For conclusion, hopefully get that going. Let that go. You resist this, that's fine. You get some bleed count of that guy, so maybe he could be a good target for some doubloons. One doubloon. 2 doubloons, not bad. They're weak to the pierce too, so it's good damage.
이대로만 계속해보면 좋을 텐데.
You're staggered, that's fine.
우리가 우세를 점하고
You're
하지만
alive
여기서 방심하면 안
for
돼.
now.
지휘
Double up in
팀이라면
foregone conclusions
완벽하고
just so that we can do
끊임없이
decent bits of
모두를
damage.
끝마쳐야
It's not the most powerful for the foregone conclusions, but that's fine. We'll be able to at least like one doubloon both of them.
하나 비었어.
Oh, we can two doubloon this guy actually. That's good.
하나 가져간다.
Make sure he perishes.
이 방식을 기억하는 게 좋겠어요.
비껴 베어버렸군.
흐트러지게.
And there's two left, and there's staggered. There's one left, and he's not staggered.
기세를 다시 잡았군요.
That's close enough.
뭐 위기에 강하다.
You know what, business? This probably just straight up kills. Yep. Cool.
별것도 아니네.
We love that pirate Gregor. Such a fun idea. Well, I say that, but we're not quite done with the run yet. We've still got a fair bit of things to do. Healing, that's good. We get some events. Flash. Sure. Not only do special though, because it's only on kill. We can get the ledger, sure thing. Nothing that great for us, but it's something.
간단하죠.
It's something we could like sell for cost if we so desire. Not a bad idea. With your odds like I need to. Alright, we'll do you because you're more expendable. If you fail and lose sanity or whatever, it's not that big of a deal. Don't even know if you lose sanity from failing that one. Hard to tell. Yep, we send this though. Oh, I think I pressed and hold the button for like a millisecond too long, so it didn't actually take the input despite playing the sound.
자, 맞서보죠. 우리들에게 이깟 파도
Who's
별것도
that going
아니잖아요.
for? You? Okay.
바람구멍을 내주지.
Seems good.
흐트러지게.
You got a doubloon there.
정중에 정신
Excellent.
못 차리는 녀석이
So now this turn you should be able to,
처리해볼까요?
something like that.
인간적인 조치는 필요
Spend your
없을 것
doubloons, gain some doubloons on that staggered guy. Don't really want a unilateral. You don't really want to unjust conclusion the guy who's staggered after all. Ooh. You resist that, so you're fine. Yeah, that should be a 2 doubloner, which is decent. Yeah, it still kills. And then you can build up some doubloons here. At least get one. That's something.
우리가 우세를 점하고 있어. 하지만
Once
여기서
again,
방심하면 안 돼.
I mean, you're gonna.
지휘팀이라면
If you do this, you should foregone conclusion the guy in the back, right? Because you'll kill with the unilateral business, and this will go to there. Okay. Seems good. Oh no, this is gonna hit that person first. Okay. Well, if you don't get the chance to use that foregone conclusion, then everyone is just dead, I think.
거의 진압되겠는걸요?
Which is good for us.
여기까지
But you're alive
밀리지
still.
않았어?
Oh, and you're still alive. You've got a fair bit of HP. Well, one of them's gonna get shot dead. That's the thing that counts.
그렇지 않은 것.
You'll be one of the red plum blossoms.
공격 능력 평가?
Sure is.
양호.
That's good.
어허, 제대로
Get more doubloons.
별것도 아니네.
The 4 doubloner is nice.
또 죽었나?
And there we go. We get our shop, and then we're on to the final boss, where we're going to be fighting. I mean, it's either going to be KQE, Fox, or Centipede. One of those three. No. Nah. It's not count. We really don't care about the potency, I don't think. Faust, okay, we'll get you another skill 3. If you insist. It's still a good choice, don't get me wrong. And doesn't look like anything else that really catches my eye. Alright, that's fine. We press on, we'll fight this thing, we'll get rid of you, so we've only got 4 sinners going into this, but that's just to make sure that Gregor gets the additional skill slot, and that Faust will, and we'll see if that matters. Centipede it is, Centipede's good for us.
스페셜한 기운이 느껴져.
We can get the red plum blossom immediately, that's cool. Actually, we'll do this. An immediate foregone conclusion, which is unfortunate, but that's still fine. Yeah, we get Nebula to trigger immediately, which is good, because as long as we get a single crit this first turn, we'll be able to get even more crit next turn, thanks to the Clover. That'll help a lot. And then we could just try going for the Pride again next turn, and then we should be pretty much set on boys.
방금 그 방법은 적절한 공격이 아니었어.
Fair bit of damage, only 2 things, but that's still fine, it
제거
seems.
하나를 시작이네. 그렇지?
Okay, let's see.
잠시만. 볼륨 좀 확인해 볼게. 대답 소리가 잘 들리지 않아서.
Who's to say we're gonna bother clashing with the body? Honestly. Why would we? What benefit would we have to gain? You can clash there, though. Something like this should just do wonders, right? I think so. The body's already gotten some bleed, yeah. Okay. This should be good. Dawn deals with the head, make sure that it's not gonna hit Gregor and hurt him or anything.
전술의 승리네요.
We build up some doubloons here. We should be able to get 4 doubloons off on this one. Yep.
지휘관이었던 거 아니야?
So yeah, stagger the body, you don't get any of those funny attacks off, which means you don't have the chance to get like much self-charge at all. And we also get a bunch of plum blossoms on you, and we also demolish you to get more bleed count going. So really make sure we can just annihilate you this turn. And like, honestly, I'm fine with 2. I mean, two doubloon 2 foregone conclusions is probably better than doing a single doubloon 4-1 and a skill 1. So we'll do this. And like, you should just die, right? Yeah, your chances of survival are not high. Yeah, that's for sure.
도입하기에 성공했어. 계속 몰아붙이자고. 하나하나 가져가.
And there we go. And you got like barely any self-charge. You've got like what, 1 self-charge, I think? I think you got 1 self-charge from clashing against Dawn. If we just didn't have Dawn clash, oh no, if we didn't have Dawn clashing, it would have one-sided still, and then we still self-charge. But you're like, there's like nothing you can do. Which is so funny. And when we build up your red plum blossoms once again, so you just never run out of them.
좋아. 방금은 전략의
사후
승리야.
보고.
계속 밀어붙이자.
Yeah, 4, okay.
결손이 관측되네요.
Well, I mean, there's only one way we can actually end this, logically speaking. Like that.
바람구멍을 내주지.
Finish it off with a funny foregone conclusion and kill it. Bam. That'd be such a great boss to get when you have just the ability to just gun him down with foregone conclusions. Okay, let's check their wallet and see what they've got. You know what? I'd be down, Gregor. Let's raid the wallet, the pockets of this mechanical, electrical centipede creature, and just get like a couple like nickels and dimes and stuff. It probably has some, right? Name their words, yippee. Oh, we got the resentful scabbard. Not that it matters because the scabbards don't do anything for me now. I don't think the number goes up above 0 though, unfortunately. So I can't just build them up and stockpile them for the sake of stockpiling them.
생각해야 할 것.
We
행동해야 할
look at this. Yeah, it's just stuck at 0. Still says you gain some, but you don't really.
것.
It's also a good showcase of how much scabbard you gain if you're not fighting Kim, which is not a lot.
행동해야 할 것도 많아.
Oh, yeah, extraction time. I'm so excited when to purchase more paid lunacy because they reset all like the first time purchase rewards for the paid lunacy, so that you'll be able to get just double what you pay for again, which is cool. It'll be very nice for just buying like a pack of lunacy and then just being set on it for a while. It'll be really great for next world purchase night when I undeniably am gonna have to go into my wallet once again and suffer like the first one. They're gonna do something bad next world purchase night. If there's multiple 3-stars next world purchase night, it is going to be awful. And I'm kind of expecting it at this point. Got some 2-stars, nice for shards. It's good stuff, right? But yeah, Pirate Gregor synergizes pretty well with the new stuff, which makes sense. A lot of these new ideas are good bleed support, good poise support, stuff like that. And this guy really just benefits a lot from just having a bunch of bleed and poise. What more is there to say? Anyways, that will be all for this time. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!